So I asked my Instagram followers to name this match right here. As you can see, the trash bag. Give me a match that was absolute trash and need to be thrown away in the trash. And now I'm going to share some of the answers that I've received. If you want to be a part of future videos like this, you could follow my Instagram, which I'll put the link in the description below for this video. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram and check out my Instagram stories for future videos like this. And of course, before we start, please make sure to subscribe, like, share, comment below, and turn on all notifications to be updated with all things pro wrestling related right here on this channel, and to be updated when we go live every Sunday 5 p.m. Eastern time zone for the No Name Wrestling Podcast, the greatest podcast name in the history of podcasts, right? We do allow the viewers and subscribers to come on the show during the open mic episodes to debate with us and chat with us, you know, if you want to engage with the people on the podcast. So this is the platform where we do allow the people to come and engage with us, and you'll see a lot of great content related as well. So this is the first one we're going to talk about. Shout out to my homie Axe, man. He said Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy at WrestleMania 25. I strongly disagree. This is a very interesting choice, in my opinion. I don't think this match is bad at all. This match actually was pretty good. I don't think, you know, this was better than their I Quit match, and I do feel like the storyline build was very iffy about, you know, like Matt Hardy burning down Jeff's house and everything. It just... the storyline was just completely like wild, but the match itself at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania wasn't a bad match at all. This was a very good Extreme Rules match. It had high spots, high action, memorable moments, if you ask me. Like, I don't know what match people were watching or what they were expecting when this match happened, because I do know people who've also said they think this match is bad. That's really honestly shocking to me. I don't see what's bad about this match, in my opinion. I 100% agree with this. I freaking hate this match, like with a passion. Seth Rollins versus The Fiend might be the worst match I think I've ever seen in my lifetime due to the booking decisions they made. It literally ruined Seth Rollins as a babyface, and it kind of devalued The Fiend's character, who was a new, fresh character at that particular time frame. I don't know why they thought The Fiend going after the championship when he didn't need to go after the title to begin with. This is a new, fresh character you introduced to the roster that they should have used as a special attraction. Not only did they overuse him at times, but then they had him win the championship, which he didn't need it for his character, only to lose it to Goldberg. This might be the worst match I think I've ever seen in my life. Not to mention, it's a Hell in a Cell match. How do you have a Hell in a Cell match end in a no contest? Granted, I know they did it the year prior, but this was 10 times worse compared to when they did it the year prior with Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. This, honestly, it's got to be one of the top 5 worst booking decisions WWE ever made. They insulted our intelligence, bro, because the Hell in a Cell match, anything goes. Seth Rollins, what he did to The Fiend, he was allowed to do that in the match because it was legal. And then they stopped the match because, what, Seth Rollins tried to decapitate The Fiend like he couldn't do that? We have seen wars, bloodbaths inside the Hell in a Cell match. Mick Foley almost died in a Hell in a Cell match, damn near, and that match continued. If there was any time to stop a Hell in a Cell match, it would have been understandable for that one. But that match continued, and you're telling me The Fiend and Seth Rollins Hell in a Cell match has to stop because, what, The Fiend got hit with the sledgehammer when he was laying under a couple of weapons? Come on, bro. My homie ain't cooking with this one. I also despise this match. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 34. This is a top 5 worst WrestleMania main event of all time. I don't know who the hell they thought Roman Reigns was back in 2018. This guy wasn't even built up to be Superman. They were trying to make this guy like Thor, the god of thunder, bro, because my gosh, man. They had this man kick out of 5 F5s in a row. Name another superstar that you can go back and watch that, you know, kicked out of 5 straight F5s. 5 straight F5s. Kicked out of 3 in a row. One of them was through the announce table. He gets thrown back in the ring and takes another F5 and kicks out of that. Who the hell do you think this guy is? And then they wonder why people despised and didn't like Roman Reigns back at this particular time frame. It had nothing to do with Roman Reigns himself. It was due to his booking, bro. Like, you remember when he fought Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman? It took only 1 F5 to take down those guys. When he beat Super Cena at SummerSlam 2014, it only took 2 F5s to conquer John Cena. You're telling me Roman Reigns as the big dog, he better than those guys? He more unstoppable than those guys? Come on, bro. WrestleMania 27 was a dark time to be watching. I'm not gonna lie, back in 2011, this is one of easily the top 5 worst WrestleManias of all time, and my homie Kyron here is cooking. Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole had a match. Jerry Lawler's only had 1 WrestleMania match ever, and his first and only WrestleMania match, they gave him Michael Cole as his opponent. You know, man, it's just like, sometimes you look back on stuff and you just wonder what they were thinking. Like, what was the point of this match? Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler, yeah, they had a little storyline on commentary and stuff, but it's like, bro, Michael Cole's not even a wrestler. You couldn't give Jerry Lawler a legit opponent for WrestleMania with the roster you had at the particular time frame, not to mention Jerry Lawler didn't even win. You know, this match is actually funny to watch if you ask me, because this is before, like, you know, the internet really took off with social media, but somehow the fans knew that both Brock Lesnar and Goldberg were leaving WWE after this match, so they shit all over this match. They did not care at all. Neither did Brock Lesnar and Goldberg, and it showed in this match. Damn, this man said any Goldberg match, bro. Good lord. Well, let him know how you feel about Goldberg then. I'm assuming, yeah, you're not a Goldberg guy. Huh? This was the best match on WrestleMania 34. This was actually one of the very few good things about that WrestleMania. This match was elite, bro. This is one of the best debut matches of all time, if we're being honest, bro. Ronda Rousey was cooking in this match with Kurt Angle as her partner versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. I genuinely am shocked to even see this match even mentioned to be thrown in the trash. No. We gotta keep that match, bro. That match was great. Liv Morgan fans, don't come at me sideways, because I ain't say this, bro. I'm only relating the message. This guy said any mid-Morgan match. You know, this match, I feel like could have turned out a lot better if Undertaker just was in the proper, you know, shape that he needed to be, and health-wise, you know, he was in better condition, because if you watch that Last Ride documentary, then you know Undertaker had a very bad hip, had to actually have his hip replaced, and he just wasn't in the best physical shape, so he wasn't able to perform to his standards to really put on a very good match with Roman Reigns, because this match is not Roman Reigns' fault. It's a bad match, but you can't point the finger and blame Roman Reigns for this performance. He actually tried to help carry The Undertaker in this match to make it decent for what it was, but there really wasn't much, you know, that he could do to help out Taker due to his conditions. Yeah, this is one of the worst Royal Rumbles of all time. The 2022 and 2022 Women's Royal Rumble, the men's and the women's were both equally as bad. Yeah, this is definitely one of the worst Royal Rumbles of all time. Also, the women's that year, too. Like, the men's and the women's, to me, were both equally as terrible. So, yeah, you can really pick and choose which one you think is worse than the other. The fact they thought this was going to be a good idea to do this match in 2019... yeah, man, WWE in 2019 was just, like, very dark times, bro. Like, everything about that year just really made you fall out of love with WWE, if we're being honest, like, especially if you were a long-time fan, and if you started watching that year, or you became a new fan recently, then I apologize. I'm so sorry for you, because to live through that time frame is not a time frame we ever want to live through again. Oh my gosh, bro, like, this match was just a complete disaster. Everything that you were hoping wouldn't go wrong in this match, it literally all happened. Man, Vince McMahon is a demon, bro. He is never seeing the pearly gates, bro, in the sky, because this man literally teamed up with his son to face Shawn Michaels and God himself. They even gave God a special entrance at Backlash in 2006. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, Vince going straight to the bottom of the abyss. Damn, any Natalya match, bro? I don't think Natalya is really a bad wrestler, bro. She's a really good wrestler. I get she gets a lot of slack and hate because a lot of people, I think, are past her, like, getting pushed or be put on television, but she's a very good mentor for women's wrestling, and she's very good at training superstars to help their craft get better. So yeah, I can't get with this one, man. Natalya is actually not a bad wrestler. This is also why WrestleMania 27 was a dark time, because the main event, and this was back only when WrestleMania was one night and one night only. The main event was The Miz versus John Cena for the WWE title. Why is The Miz in the main event of WrestleMania? No disrespect to The Miz. He's a future Hall of Famer. He is great. But back in 2011, he wasn't a WrestleMania main event worthy guy, man. If we keep it in a buck, the match quality wasn't bad, but I understand why you said it, yeah. Finn Balor needed this win more than anything, especially as the Demon, and when he got... the match quality of this match wasn't bad, but I 1000% understand why you said this. I get it. Finn Balor was the right winner for this match, and the fact that the Demon got sacrificed to get his brain scrambled by Edge at WrestleMania out of all people, yeah, honestly, Finn Balor, to me, has never recovered, and I don't think he's ever going to recover. I think Finn Balor is cooked, and I don't ever see a future anymore for him where he's actually going to get that big push on the main roster. I just can't see it in his future now. Alright, if we're being honest, though, this was entertaining, man. R-Truth and Carmella had unlimited chemistry together, bro. Like, I really enjoyed their chemistry and on-screen time. Like, they made it work. It was never supposed to be anything serious because it was never going to get pushed to the higher echelon, but that wasn't the purpose and the point of what their gimmicks were at that time frame, bro. Like, what they were doing together on TV for the time they, you know, spent together on television as a little duo, that honestly I thought was pretty entertaining. Nia Jax versus vs. Liv Morgan, Crown Jewel 2024. I don't think this match was bad, but then again, I don't think it was spectacular either. So, I mean, I guess it's a 50-50 balance for me. This is a match you just wish you could just erase from your memory completely because, yeah, this whole zombie apocalypse thing they were doing with Damian Priest and The Miz at Backlash, or WrestleMania Backlash, as they were calling it back then. It's just, I don't understand it. It was terrible. I know Batista had that movie coming out with, the zombies that he was in, which was actually a pretty good movie, Army of the Dead, and people were actually trying to come at Batista for it on social media, and he even tweeted out, bro, don't blame me. I wasn't the one who booked this crap. This is why, they should have never put the title on The Fiend. Going back to that Hell in a Cell match I talked about earlier, bro. They sacrificed his run as champion to give it to Goldberg, and you know why they only did it? I've always stood by this. They only had The Fiend beat Goldberg for the title because in reality, the real champion they always wanted was Roman Reigns. They were still hell-bent on trying to make Roman Reigns that top, white meat ultimate babyface that they really wanted to be put in that position. Basically what Cody Rhodes is right now. They really, really still wanted Roman Reigns to be that even back in the beginning of 2020. And if they have Roman Reigns beat The Fiend at WrestleMania, it's not going to be well received. You're going to get booed for that. But my gosh, if Roman Reigns beats Goldberg, well, they hate Goldberg more than Roman Reigns. So he's going to get cheered for that. They're going to like that because they don't want Goldberg to be the champion, but they also didn't want Roman to be the champ at that time either. But if you had to pick and choose, they'll take Roman Reigns over Goldberg. I think that was their ultimate plan and how they were thinking and trying to strategize that, because other than that, there's no logical reason why they should have ever had Goldberg beat The Fiend. Why we capping on the greatest of all time? Omos is him. Ronda Rousey versus Natalya at Money in the Bank? Is this the one that Liv Morgan cashed in afterwards? I don't really vividly remember too much about this match, which might say a lot. This match falls in the same category with the Undertaker and Goldberg match. Everything that you were hoping wouldn't go wrong in this match, it all literally happened in this match. I think God was sending us some messages today. He was trying to tell us that this match had no purpose, being a thing in 2018. If this had happened back in the Attitude or Ruthless Aggression era, cooking. But in 2018, bald head Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement for this match. He didn't come out of retirement for the AJ Styles match, for any other match, but this is the match he chooses to come out of retirement for. WrestleMania 29, I think, brings some nostalgia fever for some people, but if you really look back at that WrestleMania is buns, bro. Go back and look at that card. That WrestleMania wasn't that spectacular. I think watching it in real time back in 2013, you probably didn't think it was that bad, but over the many years that time has passed on, and seeing all the WrestleManias that we've received after, and looking at even some WrestleManias before then, yeah, WrestleMania 29 is not that spectacular, and this is one of the matches that shows it. Jack Swagger and Del Rio was the World Heavyweight title match. I was there live in person for this match. This match definitely did not live up to the expectations as we were hoping. This is definitely the weakest Roman Reigns and Jey Uso match that we received out of all the matches they had. It's unfortunate, but yeah, this match wasn't really all that spectacular, I have to agree. I was also there live for this match, and this match also, I agree, was very underwhelming, man. Edge versus AJ Styles was a dream match, and we were getting it at WrestleMania. We were pumped, man. We were hyped for this match, and this match definitely did not live up to the expectations as we were hoping, man. I don't know, man. AJ Styles and Edge, I guess, just didn't have the best chemistry together. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but this match definitely did not deliver the way we thought it was going to. Jimmy versus Jey at WrestleMania 40. Jimmy versus Jey. Jimmy and Jey, of course. Jimmy versus Jey at WrestleMania. We got another Jey versus Big Jim at WrestleMania. Jimmy versus Jey at WrestleMania. Jey versus Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania. Jimmy and Jey again at WrestleMania. No Yeet versus Yeet, man. This match got shared more than any match that was on the request, man. Jimmy versus Jey. Yeah, that match was not great, bro. Jimmy and Jey definitely was not great. That concludes this video. If your answer didn't make the cut this time, man, there will be more videos like this in the future. So make sure you follow my Instagram and follow my YouTube right here where the answers will be shared, man. I appreciate everybody for giving their answers. Some answers were validated, some of y'all tripping a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, a little iffy for some answers, but make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more wrestling content right here on the channel, click the video right here. If you want to check out the No Name Wrestling podcast, you're in luck because you can click the playlist right here to check out all episodes.